Okay, well, there's no easy way to say this. I recorded this entire video. As you can see, I'm holding this mic, recently purchased for this video because I thought, how fun would that be to speak into holding a microphone. And anyways, I just recorded the whole video. I felt like it was a good take, and the microphone was not fully plugged in, and so it didn't go through. So all the audio is coming from my laptop. So yeah, that's why in the whole video, I'm holding a microphone, but it sounds like shit. This is my welcome back to YouTube. This just means it's been way too long since I've made a video, and so I fucked up. But without further ado, here's the video. "2025 was the craziest year of my life. I'm not gonna really go into why, not with everything, but it essentially flipped everything upside down, my entire world. I went through a divorce this last year, and it's the hardest decision I've ever made. I'm incredibly grateful for my marriage and all the years that I was able to share that part of my life and all the experiences that I had. And I wouldn't change anything. 2025 was a year of letting a lot of things go. It's really interesting to get to a certain point of life, and I think sometimes there are things that will just happen to you and events that will take place where it gives you an opportunity to redecide, recommit to things, or choosing to let go of things that no longer serve you, or that you might be ready for a different chapter of your life. The most important thing that I've learned throughout all of my experiences this last year is trusting yourself is the most important thing that you can do, and it's the only thing that you have. And things feel small and unimportant, and life can feel that way. It can be really easy to feel like you need to be somebody else in order to be the best version of yourself. And the truth of it all is the best life I believe I can live is to go deeper and deeper and to be the most true version of myself. And I know that sounds, a little word salad-y, read that on a bumper sticker. But some things are just true. And I think that's just one of those things where it can feel like you are waiting for the right sign to start something, or that you're waiting for the right moment, or waiting for the right change, and you might feel something deep inside of yourself that is true and that is real. And there's just that, and I think we all have that intuition. We all have the things that are speaking to us at all times. It can feel so scary to listen to, and there can be every reason in the world not to do something and not to go forward with something. But there's just something about facing things head on. I sometimes refer to it as going to the dentist example. For me, a couple years ago, the scariest thing that I had on my list that I knew I needed to do, but just because of fear and discomfort, was going to the dentist, because I fucking hate that place. It sounds silly, but it felt like simultaneously everything else in my life was so out of control. And then one day I just decided I was gonna rip the Band-Aid off, even if it scared me, but I'm like, I know this is the hard, scary thing that I need to face, even as funny as going to the dentist is an example of that. And then I went to the dentist, and what do you know, it wasn't too bad. They need to change the drills, they need to change the way drills sound. They need to make them not sound like, they need to fix that. I think if they fix that, we'd all sleep a little better. I think maybe we'd enjoy, people being in our mouths a little bit more with those tools. But as soon as I went to the dentist, as soon as I did that thing, everything else felt so much easier, and all the things that I had stacked on top of that, and all the other things that I've been putting off, and some of my other smaller fears, became so much easier to confront and face and do, because I had finally faced the thing that had been sitting on me the whole time, that I knew I just needed to get off my back, and that I knew I needed to just confront. And as soon as I did, everything else felt so much easier and smaller in that way. And I guess I'm giving advice now. Just what I could share through my experiences this year is, it's so much better to be honest and to face things and to face yourself and to face the things that feel really scary. And there's never going to be a right time or a right day, or you might not see the shooting star in the sky that's going to make you be like, okay, I guess I gotta, that is the sign for you to move forward with something. You can choose that today is the day to trust yourself and to trust that what you feel inside is true, and that if you go forward with the scary thoughts that might make ripples in your life or other people's life, that ultimately everything will work out, even if it sounds scary, even if it doesn't feel right at the time. And whenever you trust yourself, things always work out for the better. When you live in dishonesty and when you live in a place of not feeling like you can be fully authentic, or you don't feel safe enough to live to your full authenticity, it can eat you up inside, and it can make everything feel dark and hard to move and navigate through. So anyways, enough advice. My main intention going into 2026 is to let myself be fully open and receive everything in my life, and to believe that I deserve good things, and to welcome those things, and to go forward even despite fear and even despite uncertainty, and kind of giving it a go this year, you know? What can you lose, as they say? What can you lose? You could lose your finances, you could lose love, a limb, you could lose a home, lose your ability to sing, if you did have an ability to use your voice in that way. You could lose a tooth if you wait long enough to go to the dentist. A lot of things. You could lose a lot of things. But most likely you're just gonna lose your dignity if you don't do the thing that deep inside you're being called to do. I've received so much love and support this year, and it's been the most incredible thing to recognize the friends and family that I have that are so incredible and that have been there for me in so many times of need. And I've just been so much surrounded by love and by people who really give a shit. So yeah, that's all. I give a shit, and I hope you do too. Goodbye. Infinito tren nos acaba, los paisajes cambian.